Hello, it's Kara on Rump Raves. This is my bathroom. I've never recorded in here, but I didn't have anywhere else that I wanted to go quick. This is my Scoon cup. I'm just going to show you how to cut a menstrual cup stem. So there's a couple different types of cups that you have to know how to cut them, like for that type. There's some menstrual cups that have a hard end, and that would make it a lot less risky to cut the stem. Because the hard part, if you cut a little bit too high, there's still that hard part that will keep it from cutting into the cup. But the Scoon cup, you can see my finger. Well, maybe you can't. You kind of can. My finger is in there, and it goes all the way to the stem. So if you bend it and cut the stem too hard, it's going to cut a hole in the cup. So what I'm going to do, I have my scissors here. You just got to kind of feel to where the stem is exactly, just kind of like that. And it depends how short you want it too, because sometimes you might want to just cut off the end and keep some of the stem so you have some grip to it too. I just like to cut my stems completely off because I don't need them and they just kind of bug me since I have a really low cervix. So I'm just gonna go for it. I mean, I've done this a bunch of times before, and I do save all my stems, so if you ever want to see what the stem for a particular cup looked like that I have, you'll be able to. The only stem I've actually left intact is for the Femicycle, just because it doesn't have any type of grip rings and it's a really wide cup, so it's hard to grab. And the stem is like pretty much flat with the cup, so it doesn't bother me. So I'm just going to put my scissors up to the end of the cup, like this, but I'm not going to push into the cup when I cut, because that will be what would cut a hole. So I'm just going to kind of flatten the cup to make it so it gets up close to the cup, and just carefully go up to the very edge and just trim it off. I'm going to grab the top so it doesn't go flying and just cut it. So there's the end of where the stem was and the stem. I'm just going to set that down, and depending on what kind of cup it is, this is a really soft silicone, so it probably wouldn't bother you. With some of my cups, I kind of filed it down with like a nail file, and some of them you can just go along the edge. If you see that there's a point, you can kind of cut off the point. You have to kind of maneuver the cup around to be able to get to it. But you can just kind of go around and get the edge, so the edge is smoothed out a little bit. And that way it doesn't bother you. And it works even better if you kind of file it down, because that way it just completely gets rid of any sharp parts. So I don't know, I could keep trimming forever. But it's mostly just a sharp, longer edge that you would need to get off. Anyway, here is the final product. It's completely smooth, and this was the stem. So yeah, that's how you cut a menstrual cup stem. If you have any questions, I know this is kind of a risky thing. So yeah, any questions, just post them below, or you can send me a private message or a Facebook message or whatever you prefer. So that's it. You can subscribe if you would like to see any of my other videos, and I definitely have plenty you can go look at. I'm almost to 100 videos, which seems like a way ton amount. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you next video.